What is up, awesome people, and welcome back to a long-awaited Wi-Fi Wednesday shenanigans! Alrighty, so here we are. We are the first Wi-Fi Wednesday for Pokemon Sun and Moon. I do apologize for how long it has taken to get a Wi-Fi Wednesday out. It took me quite some time to breed this team, as well as learning the new meta for doubles and all the other shenanigans I've had to learn in regards to like Z-moves, mechanics, all the mechanic changes, all the stat changes. Oh, it was a complete nightmare. I didn't think I'd be going until February without a Wi-Fi Wednesday. So anyways, again, I do apologise for that. But to make up for that, I am doing a double upload night for Wi-Fi Wednesday. I'm doing a free battle for this upload, and then in a couple of hours, there will be another battle spot coming up. But for the first time in a very long time, I think I've done one of these since like, maybe not last year, but the year before that, will be ranked battles. Yes, we're finally doing ranked battles for Wi-Fi Wednesday, and might be a continuous thing as well. So anyways, guys, let's just jump in the shenanigans with our very first battle. So I guess a lot of people might have figured out that I was going to do it. I have talked about it a lot on my Twitter as well, that I am doing a Trick Room team. Yes, I think that might have been quite predictable for a lot of people. So anyways, my opponent's going to set up with the Pelipper and the Gengar lead. So a lot of changes here with these two particular Pokemon. Pelipper now has Drizzle ability, and Gengar lost its Levitate ability in going for the Cursed Body. So quite surprised to see a Gengar, because Gengar really did rely on that Levitate ability in doubles, considering how you might see the occasional Earthquake coming now and again, or high horsepower or something like that. But no, it's still quite refreshing to see a Gengar, since considering I used one in my Agatha team for Oris. So anyways, I'm going to go for Fake Out there on the Pelipper just to stop that from going for Hurricane and OHKOing either my Hariyama or my Executor. And Gengar went for the Sludge Bomb there, bringing my Executor down to the low orange. Harvest kicks in, eats a Citrus Berry, brings my Executor back up to around half. Trick Room does go up, so yes, I'm all now set up. And Harvest actually kicks in, so in the rain it's 50% chance of kicking in compared to like Neutral, which is like 100%, and then in Sun it's always activate. So I'm now back up in the green, which is awesome. I'm sitting quite comfortably. So I know I can take up the Gengar this turn. Pelipper, I'm not really too sure. So I'm going to go for the Draco Meteor here on the Alolan Executor. I do have 8 EVs only in special attacks. So to do that much damage on Gengar, considering Gengar is quite frail in its special defense and physical defense, is quite amazing. Although, unfortunately though, my Rock Slide from my Hariyama does fail to kill the Pelipper because of a 25% drop, since it is a multi-target attack, but does take out the Gengar, which is awesome. So that's one main threat out the raid, I guess, but Pelipper still remains. So luckily there, I did get the flinch on Rock Slide on Pelipper, so it cannot take out either Hariyama or my Executor that turn. So awesome, I guess. So up next is Oranguru. So this thing is extremely common in doubles in regards to like just normally, or it is a lot common on a Trick Room team. I think it's like top 30, I think, in regards to usage. So anyways, I go for a fire off another Draco Meteor here, because I'm like, hey, Pelipper's down on the low health. A Draco Meteor in with a -2 is still going to take out that. So that goes down, yay. And then I can just go, I think I swapped out Hariyama that turn, protecting like a Psychic from the Oranguru, which it does go for, which it does go for that side of the field. And that is going to do just about a quarter damage there to my Vikavolt. And Vikavolt has, I think it's like max, yeah, I think I got something like 40 EVs in special defense off the top of my head there. Anyways, Primarina comes in, I'll go for the Thunderbolt there, that's going to be OHKO on that, easy peas, even with Primarina's nice base special defense. If that was a sweeping set, then yeah, that's going to be good night Primarina. So I've got Sleep Powder on my Executor, that does fire off and hits the Oranguru, putting that to sleep and rendering that completely useless this turn. Most times though, I do believe Psychic is Oranguru's only move that it runs in VGC. Tends to run things like Citrus Berry as its item, or Mental Herb as its item, and most, as I said, most of the time it just runs like Trick Room or Instruct, Psychic, and I think maybe Protect is its last move. But anyways, Bug Buzz there is going to be an OHKO on that Oranguru, taking out the Oranguru and taking the game for this particular match. So I also forgot to mention this was done on a live stream, so there might be some myths where I'm like, why did I do that for? What? That was idiotic, KrimZen. So of course all live streams are done at like early in the morning Australian time, so I do apologise if I skip out a bit of details. But anyways, that was the first battle there. Not like the very first battle I did with this team though. It was kind of like halfway through my battle videos. Anyways, let's move on to the next battle spot video we have. So this one is a relatively quick battle spot video, but I thought it might be a good way of showing off Mudsdale, I think. Mudsdale actually comes into this one. Actually, I will admit though, for something I was like, Mudsdale's a bit of a, it could be really good, but at the same time could be really bad thanks to its special defense not being the greatest. It's actually been an absolute miracle for this team. But anyways, we got the Hariyama and the Slowbro raid this time. So this is mainly my main core for this team. It's the Mega Slowbro and the Hariyama. Obviously for VGC 17 I have to swap it up to a non-Mega Slowbro since all Mega Stones are not allowed in VGC 17 meta. Anyways, they're going to swap the Magmortar into the Metagross, predicting I might go for something like a Scald or a Fake Out onto their Magmortar. I think they're more worried about a Water-type move on Magmortar, so going to Metagross may have been a bit of a risky move there just in case I did go for Scald and Burn. That thing would have been quite bad for the opponent. But anyways, I went for Fake Out there, figuring that Komodo wouldn't be so much of a threat. Playing these Sales is going to hit both my both the targets, and going to drop its attack by 25% since it is hitting both targets, so I got the Trick Room back up there. At the same time as well, Clangling Styles just dropped Komodo's defense by -1, I do believe, or it's -2, I didn't quite catch it, I think it's -1. Anyways, Ice Beam there off the bat from the Mega Slowbro. That does have no special attack, EVs and a special attack, so that does decent damage there, just underneath half. Close combat there does bring the Metagross down very close to the red, very low orange. And then it goes for the Zen Headbutt, and it's kind of good night Hariyama. There is no way in this world I'm going to live that. So I'm assuming that something like, Adamant max attack on that Metagross could be max speed, could be max health. Not really too sure because I'm running all negatives in my speed. Anyway, Sky Uppercutter there is going to do very minimal damage there to the Slowbro since I am awesome defense and base 180 defense alone. Anyways, Ice Beam there is going to take out the Komodo, so good night Komodo, and I do have the Mudsdale that came up to replace Hariyama, and I will be taking out the Metagross with the high horsepower when my brain finally kicks in. I'll remember what I'm doing there. Anyways, that's good night Metagross, and yes, high horsepower, I was actually contemplating if it was actually worthwhile running, but I end up working out, since high horsepower does the advantage of hitting a single target, I won't get an attack drop. Unlike Earthquake hitting both targets, there is a 25% drop when that does happen, unless of course you're singling onto one target. Anyways, I'm going to swap out my Slowbro here, only because I want to swap in Vigavolt, who has a Levitate ability, because I am going for Earthquake this turn. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to troll here, go Earthquake, because I am heavily in the lead here. I didn't actually expect to kill both of these Pokemon. Maybe Magmortar would have lived, Salazzle definitely would have gone down regardless of 25% drop because of its frail defense, but it still killed, so I'm like, that's cool. So that's another win there. Kind of a really quick battle there, but as I said, kind of a good way of showing off Mudsdale. And last but not least, we have one more battle for tonight, and this one is probably done at the later end of the live stream, I do believe, because there is one extremely iffy move here, and I'm like, why the well did I do that for? But anyways, I'll explain why I thought it was iffy when I'll get to it. Anyways, I'm going to leave with the Alakazam and the Xurkitree, so I'm like, oh, Xurkitree. I've heard some really bad things about this thing. Alakazam, I'm just assuming it's going to be Mega Alakazam, never saw that coming if it is. Hey, but am I right? Yes, it's a Mega Alakazam, so I'm like, okay, totally didn't see that coming. All sarcasm there. Anyways, Mega Alakazam there. So Mega Alakazam did get a bit of a nerf though in Sun and Moon. Its special defense did drop, I do believe. So it's going to trace my Oblivious ability on my Slowbro, which is fine by me. As long as it trace Shell Armor, it's a really good thing because if it's strength, well, then again, it's frail in defenses now. So, no, maybe not so much of a bad thing, I guess, trace that. Anyways, I'm going to go for Fake Out there on the Xurkitree. I found Xurkitree a bit more of a threat. I didn't really lose my Slowbro because it is my Trick Room setup. So, Hariyama did its job. It flinched the Xurkitree, so I'm all fine with you going to sleep. Bye-bye, Hariyama. Anyways, Trick Room gets set up there with the Slowbro. As I said, Slowbro and Executor are kind of the main cores of my team. Once I lose my cores, the team kind of just falls apart and I cry in the corner. Anyways, Mudsdale comes out, my beautiful Mudsdale. So I'll go slack off here. This is where I'm like, okay, unfortunately Slowbro is slower than Mudsdale. Bugger. So what I should have done there was I should have scolded the Alakazam and then just let the Earthquake take out the Xurkitree. However, I think by that time I was nearly out of time. I was like, I rushed it, went slack off instead of scold. So that was like one mistake on my part, but it didn't really matter in the end, which was a good thing. But if that was in like a VGC 17 situation, I would have been heavily punished for that. Alright, so the next Pokemon is Hydreigon. So I'm like, cool, I can Ice Beam that and Alakazam can just go Nighty Night to either a High Horsepower or a Rock Slide. I think I go Rock Slide here. So that does over half damage there. I do, in fact, go for the Rock Slide. I was trying to take out that Hydreigon from that range of Rock Slide, but I do miss the Hydreigon, but do hit the Alakazam and take it out, which is awesome. And the Hydreigon does go for the Crunch, but it's just going to take me a little bit under half, I do believe. thanks to Slowbro's amazing defense in Mega. So Marowak, low in form, does come out. So this thing is an absolute beast in doubles. I wasn't expecting this to be so beastly in doubles, but it is. Anyways, Ice Beam there on the Hydreigon takes it out. So that goes down. And then I go Rock Slide here. This is the confusing part. Why did I go Rock Slide? You idiot, KrimZen. If I went high horsepower, that would have been one dead Marowak. So that goes for Flare Blitz. So most of the time in VGC 17 meta, it's Lightning Rod for its ability. So I'm like, is it Lightning Rod or is it Rocket? And unfortunately, it's a Rocket ability. So damn, no recall damage there. So Vikavolt comes out, I'm like, you know, it's kind of GG, but at the same time, it's my last remaining Pokemon. So Scald here is going to take out the Marowak regardless, so it was game and Trick Room was up, and just considering the rest of his team, I kind of knew it wasn't going to be hindering speed Marowak. And at the same time, we all saw that Mega Slowbro outsped Muzzle, which is another amazingly slow Pokemon, so even if it was hindering speed, I do believe I would have still won that battle. But anyways, guys, that is going to be it for this particular battle. Hope you guys enjoyed the return of Wi-Fi Wednesday. And as I said, I will be having another video up just a couple of hours later in regards to ranked battle spots. So, hype is indeed real here. Well, it is for me anyways, because they're obviously going to be a lot more intense than what free battle is. But at the same time, I do enjoy free battle because it is a good way of like mucking around with the team, seeing what cores I have, what combos I can use, and all that other delicious stuff I love enjoying and indulging in. So anyways, as I said, hope you guys enjoyed it, and again, I do apologise for how late Wi-Fi Wednesday is in regard to its upcoming. But now that's here, you might be seeing the same team a little bit in the next couple of weeks, depending on how long it takes me to breed my next team and get battles with that. From what I saw in the testing on the Showdown, it should be relatively quick to get battles, because it is a semi-decent team, but when it comes to breeding, because I need to get stuff from Pokebank and all that, I can't guarantee much. But anyways, guys, I ramble on. Until next time, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!